gentlemen, Dr. J.
Greetings, I'm Dr. J. Welcome to my channel. Please, if it's your first time, make sure that you click like, share, and subscribe. And make sure you hit the bell so you know each time I'm uploading a new video. Today, we are in 2022. It's a new year. And actually, technically, the new year actually starts in March according to the Hebrew calendar, but I digress. And so, what happens every time the new year comes? We make these new year resolutions. We say, oh, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to work out, I'm going to build a business, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And what happens is, pre-Rona, you go to the gym, it's packed. You can't even get on a machine. Why? Because everybody went and got a gym membership. That's in January. And what I used to do is I used to just wait until March, April, and then go to the gym. Why? Because then it's like a ghost town. People aren't staying with their resolutions. So today I want to talk about those resolutions. And generally, I have another business, and we usually have a Kwanzaa vision board workshop every year. This is the first time we did not do that because I was extremely focused on this business, and it has paid off. Let me say this. We have very good intentions, but intentions are not enough. It's just not enough. It's time for us to be about it instead of talking about it. Everybody talks about what they're going to do. Everybody's stressed out because of this current situation. It's cold, it's wintertime, it's flu season, it's cold season, and then we have some other issues running around. Don't let that affect you, because when you let that affect you, it affects your mental health. So today, I started off talking about these resolutions and getting healthy, and I'm still talking about that, but I'm also talking about it's not just getting your body together. It's about getting your mental health together, because during the holiday season, that is the highest amount of depression and suicides. It's because people are lonely. People have lost family members. People are missing spending time with these family members. It's been quite a journey for the last 2 years. And praise the Most High, we are still here. And because we're still here and we're still above ground and we're still breathing, we can still do something about our health. Do not depend on allopathic medicine alone. You and you alone know what's going on with your body before anybody else does. You know the subtle changes. You know when you feel depressed. You know when you're feeling anxious. You know this. And I want to take the stigma out of it, especially for my brothers, because they're taught to be strong and to just suffer through. And no, brothers don't want to go to the doctor because they have good reasons that they don't want to go. But because you don't want to go, because you don't want to take care of your health, you don't live as long as you should. So it all starts in the mind. It all starts with that first brain. That first brain. If you can recall in a previous upload, we have 3 brains in the head, the heart, the stomach. 3 brains. So I'm talking about the first brain. And in the first brain, I want to talk about how we're so exposed to so much negativity. So much negativity. If you're on social media, you're constantly seeing where, we're getting murdered, lynched, children are missing, grown-ups are missing, people are being trafficked. There's so much negativity out there. There's so much racism, hatred, crime. People are just lost it. Well, guess what? When you constantly look at all that, and when I talk to you, I'm talking to myself. When you constantly look at that, it really eventually it hurts your body, because it's in your mind, and you're constantly dealing with your sympathetic nerve, that fight or flight. It's constant, and you don't even realize it. When you're watching the news constantly, I know people, in particular older people, that are just sitting there watching CNN all day. If you travel and you go to the airport, what do they have on the screens? The news. There's no good news. It's all bad news. People, you call and ask people how they're doing, they want to complain first. Look, none of that is going to help your physical health. It's certainly not going to help your mental health. So just a couple of herbs. And when I talk about these couple of herbs, I want to make it very clear. Number one is, again, I am not a medical doctor, can't prescribe, nor can I diagnose. But these two herbs are not herbs that you can just pick up and go play with. Do not play with these herbs. But I want to just mention them to you so that maybe you will contact myself or another herbalist, a clinical herbalist that knows how to use these herbs. And these two herbs are rhodiola. This is rhodiola powder. As you can see, there's not a whole lot in there because I've been doing a lot of tincturing because people have been needing it. And the other one is Valerian root. And they have two different things. So basically what these are, they're adaptogens, which means that they can help you adapt to certain changes. And nervines, which means they work with the central nervous system. So rhodiola is really good for depression because rhodiola, it uplifts your mood. It gives you a little more energy. It is a stimulant. Rhodiola is a stimulant. And so if you're depressed, you want, remember, I'm telling you, do not do this yourself. You want to go to a clinical herbalist. There's different types of herbalists. There's folk herbalists, a lot of different types, but I can only speak on clinical because the clinical herbalist does more in-depth study and understands the properties of the herb more than your family or community herbalist. And I'm not saying that they don't know what they're doing. I'm just saying this takes it 10 steps further. And so there's always a lot of study involved, but do not go and just do this on your own because that might not be the herb for you. I'm only talking about 2 herbs a day. There are many adaptogens. Lavender is an adaptogen. Different herbs, one herb is not just for one thing. They do many things. It could be a carminative. It could be a diaphoretic. What are those terms? Look them up. So one herb can have several different properties and be able to do several different things. Coupled with the right herb, it can do wonders. Coupled with the wrong herb, you might get sick. You might have an allergic reaction. Coupled with a pharmaceutical that you're taking, that your doctor has you on, it could not work out for you at all because of contraindications. So rhodiola is a stimulant. It's something that you take when you're feeling low. You drink it in a tea, or tinctures are really for people who are really in a place that they need more or they need it to work faster. Teas are the best way to infusions are the best way to do it because it's just a little bit goes a long way. Now the other one I want to talk about is Valerian. Now if you can't sleep, this will knock you out. I actually have a tea that I call See Ya. That means I don't care how wired you are, you going to sleep. Before you know it, you don't even realize it. Before you know it, you have calmed down. But that's my formula, my proprietary blend. But Valerian, when you're really hyper, when you're really, agitated, this is a good root to have in a tea. But you have to know what you're doing and to help calm you down. And so that your heart rate can go down a little bit, because when we're agitated, our heart rate goes up, everything goes up, the sympathetic nerve, fight or flight. Your adrenaline goes up, cortisol, all that. And Valerian does this. But you have to know how to use it. So again, the Most High put the answer to a lot of things in the earth, to everything. He has the answer to everything. It's just a matter of having the training to know how to use and formulate the things that we need in order for us to deal with whatever situation that we're in. And so what I would say to you in closing is this year, because it's not going to get any better, this year, focus on your mental, physical health. Take charge of it. Stay away from negativity. If there are people in your life that cause you grief or drama, get them out. Or love them from a distance. But you have to protect yourself. You can't keep sacrificing yourself, because trust me, when they're done with you, they'll find somebody else to bring that foolishness to. So I'm very serious. I'm very serious about this. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to start eating right. And don't just make it a New Year's resolution that you're going to do until March. Make a commitment. Make a commitment to your health. My information is below if you want to contact me for a consultation. It doesn't matter where you are in the country. Most of my clients are out of state. I'm in California. Most of my clients are either in the Bay Area or in other states. So don't let that stop you. But understand, you've got to take care of your mental health, because when we don't make good decisions. Let me know what you think in the comment. May the Most High bless you, keep you well. Shalom.